Picture this: a cozy living room, a fireplace crackling softly. The warmth of the fire fills the room, casting a gentle glow on the walls. The ambiance is serene, a perfect setting for a heartwarming tale to unfold. In the corner of this inviting space, a basket overflows with golden fur and tiny meows. This isn't a dream or a scene from a storybook. It's a real-life moment of pure, unadulterated love and companionship. It's the heartwarming reality of Mittens the kitten and the golden retriever family he called his own. Mittens, with his soft gray and white fur, found himself in the most unexpected yet perfect place. Mittens, a tiny ball of gray and white fluff, was found abandoned as a newborn. His start in life was rough, left alone in the world with no one to care for him. He was just days old, his eyes barely open, struggling to make sense of the world around him. His tiny body was frail, and his future seemed uncertain. Fate, however, had a plan that would change Mittens' life forever. He was found by a kind-hearted soul who couldn't bear to see such a tiny creature suffer. He was brought to a loving home, a place where he would be given a second chance at life. This home was filled with warmth, love, and the promise of a brighter future. This home was also where Goldie, a gentle golden retriever, had recently become a mother to a litter of adorable puppies. Goldie was a nurturing and loving mother, always attentive to her puppy's needs. From the moment Mittens was placed in the basket with the pups, something magical happened. Goldie, with her motherly instincts, accepted him as her own without hesitation. Goldie accepted him as her own. She didn't see a difference between Mittens and her puppies. To her, they were all her babies, deserving of the same love and care. She showered him with warmth, ensuring that he felt safe and loved. Goldie would often wrap herself around Mittens, providing the comfort and security he so desperately needed. Nestled him among her furry babies, Mittens found a new family. The puppies, too, accepted him without question, snuggling up to him as if he were one of their own, and licked him clean with a mother's love. Goldie would groom Mittens just as she did her puppies, her gentle licks a testament to the bond they were forming. Little did anyone know this was the beginning of a truly extraordinary friendship. Mittens and Goldie, along with the puppies, formed a unique family unit. Their days were filled with playful antics, shared naps, and the kind of love that transcends species. This basket full of love became a symbol of hope and the incredible power of acceptance and compassion. In this cozy living room, with the fire crackling softly, a new chapter of life began for Mittens, one filled with warmth, love, and endless cuddles. Goldie's motherly instincts extended beyond her own pups. She treated Mittens with the same tenderness and care. She would curl her large body around him, creating a safe and warm haven. Mittens, in turn, snuggled into her soft fur, finding comfort and security in her presence. Goldie nursed Mittens alongside her pups, her milk providing him with the nourishment he needed to grow. The puppies, too, welcomed Mittens as one of their own. They played together, a tangle of paws, tails, and innocent joy. Growing up surrounded by his canine siblings, Mittens, the little kitten, found himself in a world that was quite different from what most kittens experience. From the moment he opened his eyes, he was greeted not by the gentle purrs of other cats, but by the playful barks and wagging tails of puppies. This unique environment shaped Mittens in ways that were both endearing and amusing. It's no surprise that Mittens began to act like a dog. He watched his puppy siblings closely, learning their behaviors and trying to fit in. He would follow them around the yard, imitating their every move. When they chased after a ball, Mittens would scamper along, his tiny paws working furiously to keep up. He even tried to join in on their games of tug-of-war, though his small size often meant he was more of a spectator than a participant. He'd wag his tiny tail furiously, just like his furry brothers and sisters. It was a sight to behold, a kitten with all the grace and elegance of his species, trying to mimic the enthusiastic tail wagging of a dog. His tail, though not as bushy or long as those of his canine companions, would twitch and flick in a valiant effort to match their energy. He'd even try to bark, his little meows sounding more like squeaks compared to the booming barks of Goldie and her pups. Goldie, the mother dog, seemed to take a special interest in Mittens. She would often nudge him gently with her nose, as if encouraging him to keep trying. Mittens, undeterred by his lack of success, would puff out his chest and give it his best shot. Mittens' attempts at barking were adorable. His tiny face would scrunch up in concentration, his mouth opening wide as he tried to produce a sound that resembled a bark. The result was always the same, a series of high-pitched squeaks that were more reminiscent of a toy than a dog. He'd open his mouth wide, mimicking the actions of his canine family. The effort he put into each attempt was evident, and it was clear that he believed he was just one bark away from being accepted as one of the pack. But instead of a bark, out came a series of high-pitched squeaks. These sounds, though not what Mittens intended, were endearing in their own right. They added to his charm and made him even more lovable to those who watched his antics. The result was so comical that it never failed to bring laughter and smiles to everyone around him. Mittens had a way of brightening up the day with his earnest attempts to fit in. His unique blend of feline grace and canine enthusiasm made him a favorite among the neighborhood children, who would often gather to watch him play. Mittens, the kitten who thought he was a pup, became a local legend, a testament to the power of love and the joy of embracing one's unique identity. As Mittens grew bigger, his dog-like behavior only intensified. He'd chase after rolled-up socks, just like the pups did during their fetch sessions. He'd even try to keep up with them on their walks, trotting behind on his little legs. Goldie, ever patient and loving, would slow down her pace to match Mittens. She'd nudge him gently with her nose, encouraging him to keep going. Their walks became a heartwarming sight, a testament to the unique bond they shared. Section 5. The Best of Both Worlds. Despite his dog-like antics, Mittens never forgot his feline roots. He was a unique blend of both worlds, seamlessly transitioning between his cat and dog personas. One moment he would be chasing a ball like a playful puppy, and the next he'd be grooming himself with the meticulous care of a cat. His ability to switch between these behaviors made him a fascinating companion, always keeping his family entertained and on their toes. He loved to bask in the warm sunshine, stretching out his little body, soaking up the rays. This was his time to relax and recharge, a quintessential cat behavior that he indulged in daily. The sunlight streaming through the window would create a perfect spot for him to unwind, and he would often be found there, eyes half closed, purring softly. It was a serene sight, a reminder of his feline heritage and his love for the simple pleasures in life. He also couldn't resist the allure of a dangling string or a feathery toy. These were his favorite playthings, and he would spend hours batting at them, his eyes wide with excitement. The way he moved with such grace and agility was a testament to his cat instincts. Each leap and pounce was executed with precision, showcasing his natural hunting skills. It was during these moments that his true feline nature shone through, captivating anyone who watched him. There were times when his inner cat would take over, and he'd dart around the house with lightning speed, chasing after imaginary prey. His sudden bursts of energy were both amusing and impressive, as he navigated the furniture and obstacles with ease. It was as if he was on a mission, driven by an invisible force that only he could see. These playful antics were a source of joy for his family, who loved watching him in action. Goldie would watch him with amusement, her tail wagging slowly as if to say, "That's our Mittens." The bond between them was special, a beautiful example of friendship that transcended species. Goldie, with her gentle demeanor, seemed to understand Mittens' unique personality, and she embraced it wholeheartedly. Their interactions were filled with mutual respect and affection, creating a harmonious environment that was a joy to witness. Together, they truly represented the best of both worlds. Section 6. A Different Kind of Family. Mittens' story is a beautiful reminder that family is not defined by species or blood. It's about love, acceptance, and the bonds we create. Goldie didn't care that Mittens was a kitten. She saw him as one of her own and showered him with unconditional love. And Mittens, in turn, loved his adoptive family just as fiercely. He thrived in their care, his playful spirit and affectionate nature a testament to the power of a loving home. Section 7. Love Knows No Boundaries. The story of Mittens and Goldie teaches us that love knows no boundaries. It transcends species, language, and any other difference that might separate us. Their unusual friendship shows that compassion and empathy can blossom in the most unexpected places. In a world that often focuses on differences, Mittens and Goldie remind us of the beauty of acceptance. They teach us that embracing diversity, in all its forms, can lead to the most heartwarming and extraordinary connections. Section 8. The Power of Acceptance. This heartwarming tale underscores the importance of acceptance. Goldie's embrace of Mittens teaches us to open our hearts to those who might be different from us. Her actions remind us that love and compassion can bridge any divide. Mittens' story is a shining example of how powerful acceptance can be. It shows that when we embrace diversity and celebrate our differences, we create a more loving and compassionate world for everyone. Section 9. Unbreakable Bonds. The bond between Mittens and Goldie is a testament to the extraordinary friendships that can exist between animals. It highlights the power of love to overcome differences and create unbreakable bonds. Their story leaves us with a heart full of warmth and a renewed belief in the extraordinary power of love and acceptance. It is a reminder that sometimes the most unlikely friendships turn out to be the most beautiful and enduring ones.